Hey guys, God bless you all. Before I get into this, I want to tell you that this is more than a football game now. This is more than coding professional sports. This is deep now. This is really, 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 really deep. And if you're watching this, guys, you've got to pay attention to the numbers that are playing out every single day. So obviously, I'm going to focus on the Arsenal game and why they lifted that community shield, all connected to war and 9/11. I'll discuss why the USA got knocked out of the Women's World Cup and a few other things. But again, this isn't about who nails what code. It's about revealing what's playing out. It's interesting, today's game was exactly 47 weeks after the recent anniversary of 9/11. Exactly 47 weeks, the US, obviously their upcoming president, is going to be the 47th president. So I put on my website right before the penalty shootout, Arsenal's numbers. I revealed them yesterday. Man City, they always have incredible numbers, both of the teams. They always do, they always will. But in regards to the penalty shootout, it made complete sense for Arsenal to win the shootout. Shootout, war, Arsenal, Gunners. Soon as that 8 minutes of added time went up, you could sense there was going to be drama. Okay? Anyone who took Man City, just for anyone who does bet, if you have a team like Man City 1-0 up, after 90 minutes, you take the money. They were 1-100. So again, that's just for those people who bet. You have to be smart. I always explain the art of covering because anything can happen. Arsenal equalised after 101 minutes in the 101st edition of the Community Shield. Lionel Messi won the World Cup 101 days after the Queen died. It was supposed to be 98 minutes. They always play over that allotted time. There's conveniently a lot of injuries during injury time now. 98, the Queen died on 9/8. Messi, after winning the World Cup, 98 goals for Argentina. So you sense something was coming. And so often it's the substitute that equalizes. So often, historically, the substitute comes on and equalizes or gets the winning goal. And it was Trossard. I'll tell you why Trossard equalized and why he also scored in the shootout. So this is absolutely crazy, guys. I've told you this isn't about Adam Edwards of the illusion. This is about revealing the code. So Arteta, the reason why he went to Arsenal and suddenly Arsenal are a decent team again is because he has the 9/11 riddle, he has the coronavirus riddle. Who was the first Premier League coach to test positive for coronavirus? Mikel Arteta. When was coronavirus declared a global pandemic? 3/11. 3:11 p.m. is the 911th minute of the day. Queen Elizabeth and her mother supported Arsenal. Queen Elizabeth died 911 days after coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. She died shortly after her husband, Prince Philip, died, who died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year, and 9 times 11 equals 99. We just had the Denver Nuggets win the NBA Finals 4-1 on George Bush Sr.'s 99th birthday, who was the 41st president. Now, who was the president of the US during 9/11? It was George Bush Jr., the son of Senior. What about Liverpool, the only Premier League title they've won? They won it with 99 points. 9 times 11, and Klopp retired as a player in 2001. The year of 9/11. Yes, the year where Liverpool won 5 trophies, because it's completely coded. Completely coded. And you're going to see a lot this season, players getting sent off for dissent. Do you know why? Because those who dissent the government in the next few years are going to get punished. That's what that is. All right, so watch this season how many players get sent off for dissent, for answering back, for not doing as they're told. Watch. It's not because of some strict rule from the FA. It's telling you where the world is going. If you dissent and answer back, you'll be punished. You'll be punished for it. Trust me. So 9/11 occurred on 41, date numerology, pure. This shootout finished 4-1. Arsenal just signed Declan Rice, number 41. Number 41. I told you 3 years ago, Kobe Bryant died at age 41 and how significant that was. Now, the 2022 FIFA World Cup began on Joe Biden's 80th birthday with 41 days left in the year. Now, who scored the opening goal of this satanic community shield? Obviously, shield connects to war. Palmer. What's his jersey number? 80. When did the World Cup begin? On Joe Biden's 80th birthday with 41 days left in the year. And suddenly, Man City can't take penalties. You take off Haaland as best striker in the world, but why would you take him off? He's not fit enough. Is that what people are going to say? He's not fit enough? It's pre-season, he's not fit enough. Are you kidding me? The same Haaland who broke the long jump record on the same day as Kobe's 666 game where he got 81 points. If you're not paying attention to my work at this point, guys, it's biblical. People said, I can't believe KDB deliberately missed the penalty. He didn't. He's not in control. None of them are. It explains a lot, doesn't it, if they're not in control and it's spiritual. The incredible goals, the outrageous errors, the 101st minute equalizers where Man City can't defend, despite defending really well all game. When it mattered, they couldn't defend. Pep got his 102nd loss, 9/11, lasted 102 minutes. Why do you think the Champions League final that Pep just won was on Prince Philip's 102nd birthday? Yeah, the guy who died at age 99, 99th day of the year, 9 times 11, 99. Man City won the treble on Prince Philip's 102nd birthday, June the 10th, 2023, the day that I was baptized. So the shootout, I said shootout incoming. World War III, I did a post on my website saying to look out for that when it was even money. The shootout, because remember, there's no extra time in community shields. Now, if you look at the goal scorers, number 80, Palmer, number 19, Trossard. Let's do some basic math. What's 80 plus 19? It's 99. And I showed years ago how 99 connects to 9/11 because 9 times 11 is 99. It's the way my brain works. All glory to God when it comes to that. 99 connects to 9/11. And that's why I said the Denver Nuggets won the NBA Finals 4-1 on George Bush Sr.'s 99th birthday, who was the 41st president of the US, who said on 9/11, 1990, that there will be a new world order. He said that. Yeah, I've heard Cole Palmer had a free shot on goal. Of course, Sky Sports say it was a worldie and world class. I didn't see it. I don't watch the games. But yeah, I've told you, just watch Messi play. It's like nobody's allowed to go near him. He just walks forward with the ball and people back off. So It's crazy. There had to be 8 minutes added time. That's what they initially said. 8 is connected to Trump heavily. That book will be done in a few days, and you all have to read it. Every one of you have to read that. See how Vieira scored the winning penalty for Arsenal? Now, in Arsenal's heyday, their captain was Vieira, Patrick Vieira. The Frenchman, yes, France, who just lost the World Cup final to Argentina, the day after Pope Francis's 86th birthday. What's the date today, guys? What's the date today? 8-6? 8-6, and the Community Shield was played on 8-6. And Argentina won the World Cup for the first time since 86. When Maradona won it, when I was born, when Maradona did the hand of God against England. Explain to me how a 5'5" striker outjumps one of the best goalkeepers in the world, Peter Shilton at the time. Just explain that. Or explain how Maradona was able to weave his way through all of England's team, who had arguably the best defense in the world at the time. And he rounded the goalkeeper. You're going to think that it's all man now? You still want to watch your YouTube channels and follow your people on Twitter telling you that it's all man? Millwall, my brother Chuck posted on my website that Millwall would win with a phenomenal code, Millwall won. My bro Lockwood called Ipswich today. As far as I'm aware, they're 2-0 up. Sean on my website called Sweden to knock out the US and that he would go to penalties. This is the people you get on my site. It's $10. Soon you won't have the opportunity to follow people like me, and I'm warning you about that. Soon you won't have the choice. If you don't have $10 at this point, honestly, to support my work, then there ain't anyone doing what I'm doing daily for that amount of money. There isn't. So I was speaking to my bro yesterday, Abid, and he was like, it's funny how people say they don't have $10, but they have the iPhone 13. Or they're going to the pub, but they don't have $10 a month. It's nonsense. Of course they do. So, again, this level of knowledge, where are you getting it from? Where? Where are you actually getting it from? So, and anyways, this trophy, look, notice how Trossard has bleach blonde hair. They're all getting bleach blonde hair, guys, aren't they? They're all getting bleach blonde hair. Now, what about Messi, who's had bleach blonde hair? He goes to Inter Miami. Who owns them? David Beckham. Beckham won the treble in 1999. He did it in the Nou Camp where Messi made his name. It's ludicrous. Messi goes to Inter Miami, and this year Inter make the Champions League final and Miami make the NBA finals. And everyone's going, Messi's lighting up the MLS. Well, he's the best player in the world. He just won the Golden Ball at the World Cup for the best player. I don't know why people are shocked that he's lighting up the MLS. Do you know what I mean? In his pink shirt, plays his first game for them the day Barbie is released. My mate Hide and Seek, who has a YouTube channel, a really smart guy, he's done a video about pink and what it symbolizes. And I ain't talking about the bloke who sings "You're Just Like a Pill." I ain't talking about that pink. So it makes no sense why they are adding more minutes to games since World Cup has to be fulfilling biblical prophecy. It is. Guys, 2 years ago? I said, look for the Premier League to start adding more time. I said that. I said it since Prince Philip died at age 99. I said it since Elizabeth died at 96 on 9/8. I said they're going to start extending the minutes. I didn't watch the game. Can somebody explain why they played 11 minutes? Or why they initially said it would be 8 extra minutes? It's obviously drama, energy harvesting. I've told you, any of you guys who gamble, if your team's winning after 90 minutes, take the money and run. Take the significant profit. Man City were 1-100. That meant you had to put £100 to win £1 if you would have taken them after 93 minutes. So you take it and you run. What's the point in having that 3 or 4 minutes where they can add another 3 or 4 if they want to watch Trossard score a deflected goal? So you got to pay attention to what I talk about. I know what I'm talking about. Clearly. There was no time wasting. Again, it wouldn't shock me. It used to be 3 minutes max. It used to be 3 minutes max added time. And now you're looking at 6 on average. It's biblical prophecy, guys. It's Revelation 9:11. All right? Which is all about the king of the bottomless pit. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. This is all the 9/11 references. All right. Notice how Rodri had to miss because they have shaming rituals. Rodri got the winning goal in the Champions League final. So, of course, he had to miss a penalty today. All right. KDB comes on, assists the goal. Of course, he has to miss a penalty. Again, why would you take Haaland off? He's your penalty taker. It didn't make sense. Oh, well, it did make sense because Palmer came on and scored. Well, after 77 minutes, which is all about Flight 77, which I always rave on about. 9/11/2001, Flight 77 reportedly hit the 77-foot tall Pentagon in Washington, D.C. on the 77th Meridian West, 77 minutes after taking off. Is that why the first goal was after 77 minutes and the last goal was 90 plus 11? Because Flight 77 was involved with 9/11 and 64 passengers died on Flight 77. Why don't you check when Palmer came on? You'll see it was 64 minutes. When was coronavirus declared a pandemic? 3/11, the 64th prime. Why is Bill Gates heavily connected to everything, especially coronavirus? Because he was born with 64 days left in the year. Why did Real Madrid drop Liverpool to 6-4 in European Cup finals? Because of the code. Real Madrid connect to the crown. Corona translates to crown. That's why Real Madrid are the kings of Europe. They have all the royal symbolism. I know the 77s from your Kobe and Boris code. Thank you. Yeah, my books will really help you guys. If you have some cash, you need to check out my books. You'll see why Boris Johnson resigned on 7/7 when he was the 77th UK Prime Minister. You'll see why Brady was born in 77 and he won his first Super Bowl right after 9/11. You'll see why Kanye was born in 77 on 6/8 on the anniversary of George Orwell releasing his book 1984. Then you'll see why France won their first major competition, Euro 1984. The Jesuits, the Society of Jesus, founded in Paris, France. Jesuit order equals 84. Jesuit equals 84. Trump, Jesuit educated, just gave his speech in Alabama on 8/4, which you'll find connected to the movie Forrest Gump. Who was the first celebrity to get coronavirus? Tom Hanks. Who played the role of Forrest Gump? Forest fires. Run, Forest, run, like you would if you were in a forest fire. Nottingham Forest, for me, are getting relegated. Yeah, Tom Hanks is heavily connected to the number 201. So it's beyond remarkable, this, guys. Leeds 2-0 down, it becomes 2-2. Me and my mate Lockwood said it would be 2-2. The upcoming anniversary of 9/11, 22nd year anniversary. That's why you just had the 22nd edition of the World Cup. When do Leeds equalise? Yeah, 95th minute. 95th. This is normal now, guys. I have Man City to win the Premier League. I do. I've revealed all the numbers for Arsenal. If anyone wants to take Arsenal at 5-1, they're more than welcome to. I think City, mainly for the 68. I'm not going to get into it. If you like Arsenal, I've revealed the numbers for Arsenal. If you want to go for them at 5-1, a great price, do it. Absolutely go for it. I think it's City. If it is Arsenal, I can completely see why. And I'm saying, if you like them, I would recommend having a little nibble on them at 5-1. Like, why not at that price when they have a phenomenal riddle? By the way, when Haaland got taken off, he did this. I'll retweet it on Twitter. He did this when he went off. All right. What number's Palmer? What number? I'm going to ask you these questions. What number's Palmer? Palmer's number 80. What number's Haaland? What number is Erling Haaland? Yeah, it is number 80. It's number 9. When did the Queen die? 8-9? 8-9? Thank you so much, Durrell. God bless you. Thank you. I hope you're well, my number one fan, baby. God bless you. Thank you for that. I've told you guys on YouTube, I get every video restricted. I don't make money. I know times are hard, but I appreciate your support. When I release my Trump book, guys, if you could purchase that book, I'd really appreciate it. It's a game changer. It's life-changing content. If you think this is a good code, wait till you read the Trump book, because everything's revolved around him. So yeah, 80 plus 9 is 89. I have England to win today. I said England will beat Nigeria. They're winning 2-0. Wigman, England's head coach, Wigman. Like, in your face, a man wearing a wig. Wigman. Sweden, women beat USA on pens. Just go on my website and see why. Thank you, Sean. You'll see. Oh, they're playing tomorrow? Wow, I'll put my code up then, because I have England to qualify. I'll post that tomorrow. So isn't this absolutely remarkable now, just what's happening? These players can't be controlling their body. They can't be controlling their body. And you can't just blame technology on this. It's way bigger. Arsenal win 4-1 on penalties exactly 41 weeks before the final day of the upcoming Premier League season. They did it on number 41, Declan Rice's debut. Denver Nuggets won the NBA Finals 4-1. In the NHL, the Knights won 4-1. I've told you 9/11 was on 41 date numerology. I've told you Kobe died at age 41. I've told you the World Cup began with 41 days left in the year. I told you George Bush Sr. was the 41st US president who said there will be a new world order. Do you want to know why? Do you remember when I told you Cristiano Ronaldo would re-sign for Man United way before he did? And that he would make his second debut on 9/11? And he did. Do you remember that game, guys? Give me a woo if you remember Ronaldo's second debut for Man United, the Red Devils. Give me a woo. Hit that like button, guys. There's 55 in the live. There should be 55 likes in reality for what I'm telling you here for free on my Sunday when my beautiful girlfriend's in the other room waiting for me. I just said, give me a bit of time because I have to reveal this. And she said, no worries. So just at least do that for me. Share my work, like my video, support my work. Because what I'm doing is like 1 in a billion at this point in reality. I don't know who else is doing this on YouTube daily. So, all right. Ronaldo, his second debut for the Red Devils was on 9/11, where he scored his 119th goal, and he did it in a 4-1 win against Newcastle United. 9/11 was on 41 date numerology. Ronaldo made his second debut for the Red Devils on 9/11, scoring his 119th goal for Man United in a 4-1 win. And if you're going to keep ignoring this celebration, guys, if you want to just keep ignoring it, whether his finger's that or all the way down or it's just limp like that, they're all doing that. Palmer celebrated like that. Told you I played football at a very decent level. I've played for multiple clubs. I didn't see anybody celebrate like that. I've not seen one player that I've ever played with, whether it's been in Mexico, England, the US, all right, who's celebrated with one finger up. I've seen people do that, of course, because they watch players like Shearer and stuff like that. Never seen one player that I've played with ever do that when they score. I'd never seen anyone do that when they scored. I'd never seen anyone do that when they scored or do that when they scored. Never saw any of it. People just jumped up. If you go all the way back to like the 70s, they just jumped up. They hugged each other. There were none of this satanic symbolism on show. Even when you go back to like the early Premier League days, they'd celebrate like that and things like that. There were nothing deeply satanic with it. A lot of the times they've done Jesus on a cross where they put both arms out, mocking Christ on a cross. That's going on today. It often seems to be the player coming over to celebrate with the scorer. So if you look when Palmer scored, KDB's behind him doing Jesus on a cross. Beckham did it all the time. Yeah, David Beckham, who has a big cross on his back, who's got the best cross in the history of football. And he was born in Whipps Cross Hospital. That David Beckham. And a whip is another word for cross in football. Yeah, he was born in Whipps Cross Hospital in London. And he has a giant cross on his neck. Don't believe me, check it out. Rangers lost to Kilmarnock, so I looked more into it. I'm going to do a code. I was thinking, okay, Rangers can get 56. Title, King Charles was coronated on 5-6, all the 56s. But the fact is, Celtic won their opening game 4-2. The Beast reigns for 42 months. Their coach is Brendan Rodgers, born on 126. 1,260 days is 42 months. Rangers can stay on 55 titles, the 10th Fibonacci and triangular number. Satan gets you 55 and 10. They lost their opening game 1-0 like 10. So the only reason I looked into Rangers, the odds were suspect. They were like plus 110. But looking at that opening game, it looks like Celtic. And I think I figured out who's winning the championship. I'll post that this week. The kids do copy it, John. They do. That's why when I were playing growing up, there were no one to copy. Players didn't do many celebrations. They just jumped up. Like I said, they jumped up and hugged each other. That's how my teams would celebrate. Or you give each other a high five. All right, you basically hug each other and go, get in there. Let's go. Let's go. Back we go. Back in there. Let's go again. Let's get another one. You weren't doing all this nonsense. You weren't doing flips or anything like that. Just like, get in there. All right? And not anymore. I told you Arsenal's first signing was a German. Kai Havertz. German. It connects to war. Do you know that the World Cup was decided by a shootout exactly 33 weeks ago? Did you know that? That final that finished 3-3. Argentina have won three World Cup finals and lost 3 World Cup finals like 33. And exactly 33 weeks after that final, the Community Shield is decided by a shootout that finished 4-1 and the World Cup began with 41 days left. Guys, Kobe died at age 41 with his 13-year-old daughter. The World Cup began with 41 days left and the final was on a day leaving 13 days left. 41, the 13th prime. Is that why Messi came in to the World Cup with 13 goals for Paris Saint-Germain? And why he now has 13 goals in at the World Cup? Yeah, he does 13 goals in 26 games. And he won the World Cup 101 days after the Queen died, the 26th prime, and he won the World Cup final in his 26th World Cup appearance. Yeah, I saw the leg break. It wasn't nice. Argentina finished on 911 points, counting from the 1986 World Cup final. How remarkable is that? Same Argentina that won the World Cup, and they've won 47 all-time games at the World Cup. 47. Well, and this Community Shield was exactly 47 weeks after 9/11 anniversary. And we've got the 47th US president approaching, who I think is going to be Trump, who witnessed 9/11. Yes, guys, said he witnessed 9/11. Messi 7 goals in 7 matches. Yep, 7 days before Christmas is when he won the World Cup. The Messiah, mocking the number 7, which is God's number, who created the earth in 7 days. Not Messi, not man, not AI, not demons, God. This is God's creation. Satan's playing around with it, but he knows his fate. It's a shame I can't do live streams and have them monetized when I talk about the Lord. I think me just saying the Lord or Jesus now has just got me demonetized, just for saying his name. That's how powerful his name is. Every time I talk about him, demonetized with demon at the beginning of the word. Every time. You want me to just talk all day about this Community Shield? I can. Will I get money? Yeah, I will. So I've told you, all these players are going to start getting yellow cards for dissent, because anybody who goes against the government is going to get punished. You heard it here first. Just like I told you all years ago, they're going to start playing more minutes for added time, which has happened. I said AI would ruin the game. VAR would ruin the game. No, it's not, illusion. It's going to make the game better. It's going to make it fairer. Has it? Has it made the game better? Has it made it fairer? Or has it overcomplicated it? I was right about it. That's why I can't bear to watch any of the games. You'd have to pay me to watch 90 minutes of professional football. Painful. Absolutely painful to watch. Trossard's 101st minute deflected strike had brought Arsenal level in the 101st edition of the Community Shield. Are you serious? Are we hearing this right? The 101st edition of the Community Shield, the equaliser was after 101 minutes. Queen Elizabeth's mother died at age 101, and the World Cup final was 101 days after Queen Elizabeth died. Wow. 13 minutes extra time in Sunderland Ipswich. Are you kidding me? 13 minutes. And it has to be 2-1. There has to be a goal in it, don't they? So close. 90 plus 14. What is going on? It feels like an FA Cup game. I don't remember FA Cup games being played for 104 minutes. Look, Sunderland equalised after 86 minutes on 8-6 with 10 men. Ipswich have a player called G. Hurst. Are you joking? G. Hurst? Like Jeff Hurst, who scored a hat-trick for England in the World Cup final in 66? The winning goal in this game, as it stands, is by a player called G. Hurst. Like Jeff Hurst. How long are they going to play in this game? How long are they going to play? Bellingham missed sitter. What, the same Bellingham who signed for Sunderland the same day his brother signed for Real Madrid? Ain't it funny how that happens? The two brothers get transfers on the same day. Yeah, Sunderland are the Black Cats. It connects to Magic. Michael Jordan's nickname was the Black Cat. Why do you think he played for the Wizards? Oh, that's a funny coincidence, mate. That the Black Cat, Michael Jordan, ended his career with the Wizards, eh? Hey, Bernie Mac. Hey, Riddler. God bless you. The Black Cats. Ipswich. Do you know who supports them? Ed Sheeran, who connects to Revelation. Ipswich won. Thank you, Thomas Lockwood. He posted them on my website. Away from home against Sunderland. I appreciate it. Phillies are drawing 3-3 with the Royals. 33. Exactly 33 weeks after the World Cup final. The Royals, guys, connects to the royal family. That's why the World Cup began on the 75-year anniversary of Prince Philip marrying Queen Elizabeth, eh? Eh? Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. 3-3. Wow. Now, if we go back to 101, I'm going to break down something for you. You know what? Give me a cut. Yeah, Ipswich won 2-1. Thomas Lockwood on my side. I'm going to thank him now. He can read odds, guys. I've taught people this. He can read odds. Ipswich were plus 160 away from home against one of the favourites for promotion. And they won. Thomas, I want to say thank you for your Ipswich code. I just saw they won 2-1. And it looked like they played 16 minutes of added time. 16 minutes. Criminal, mate. Criminal. So, yeah. Cheers for that. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to read out why the US got knocked out of the Women's World Cup. And I'm going to do a video soon. Have you noticed how Arsenal won today without Jesus? They won without Jesus, didn't they? Right. Give me a woo and a like if you want me to discuss why the United States of America just got knocked out of the Women's World Cup. I'll break it down for you. And I'm going to do a video showing you images of some of the most beautiful women that have played at this World Cup. I will say this, don't watch it if you're eating. You don't want to be eating whilst you watch this video. And why were the two Nigerian women in the wall doing this? I have coached some really high-level women's teams in the US. I have never seen a girl cover their genitals from a free kick, ever. And like I said, I coached top girls teams in Chicago and Los Angeles and where I live in Mexico. I've never seen them do that. I've seen them cover their face. All right. I've even seen a few of them cover their boobs. I've never, ever seen them cover their vagina from a free kick in my life. Well, there were two of them for Nigeria doing it. Wow. All right, let's break down the US code, which again connected to the number 41. Connected to the number 41. Let me find it. I've posted a lot today. All right. There we go. Jeez, I have posted a lot today. Ay, guapa! Give me 15 minutes. Thank you. And what about swimming? Not swimming, Sweden. Sweden. All right, the home of Greta Thunberg. How dare you? All right, their winning penalty was scored by a blatant bloke. Showed that man's not controlling the outcomes because the pen was disputed. It was like half an inch over the line. Half an inch over the line. You think the player meant to do that? You think they're good enough, these footballers, to be able to ping a penalty off the underside of the crossbar for it to be that much over the line. Oh, it's technology illusion. All right, so you're admitting it's technology, so you're admitting it's corrupt. No, wait, what? This is what someone did to me. They said, oh, it's technology. And I go, okay, so the game's corrupt then? No. What? You told me that the penalty went over the line because technology allowed it. Magnets, this, that, and the other that people say about the NBA. It's magnets. It's magnets. Really? It's demonic entities, guys. Sooner you accept that, the better for everybody. So let's break this down. By the United States. What about Man United signed Højlund? The season after City signed Haaland. Højlund and Haaland. It could be a TV sketch in Scandinavia. Højlund and Haaland. Like, are you kidding me? Two big lanky strikers. So what they're going to do? Constantly compare those two? Really, guys, it's becoming outrageous at this point. Yes, 72 million. Francis became the Pope the 72nd day of the year. They keep saying Højlund is the new Haaland. Of course they are. It's all a show. So actually, before I go into the US code, I'm going to discuss Room 101 in 1984. If you haven't read that book, yeah, there's 72 goetic demons. Brady won his last Super Bowl, didn't he? On 7/2, the 7th of February. So, let's break this down, shall we? Room 101 is the designation of a particularly awful torture chamber within the Ministry of Love in 1984. I've told you, Satanism is in the name of love. In the name of love. Satanism. Read the book 1984. All right? Read the book 1984. It's about a torture chamber. The prisoners in the Ministry of Love are well aware of the terror of the room. But like Winston, they aren't entirely sure what lays in wait for them. When Winston is still being held in the communal cell, he witnesses other people consigned to Room 101. Orwell writes, a woman was consigned to Room 101 and Winston noticed, seemed to shrivel and turn a different color when she heard the words. All right? It's a prison chamber in which prisoners' worst fear is manifested as determined by the party. The party, through their various means of investigating and spying on their citizens, is all-knowing, the all-knowing, the all-seeing eye, as Winston is reminded of when he's arrested. They are aware of every citizen's worst fear and are prepared to use that fear against them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, ring a bell, surveillance, realizing what our fears are. Satan knew the pandemic would install an immense amount of fear. Melanin, email me, bro, what you have to do in regards to signing in. Just click on members area or open a new tab. Maybe you already signed in. Anyone who got charged twice, you get your money back from PayPal. It's their issue. They send you it back. So, yeah, you should have no issue accessing the website if you've signed up. All right, so email me. I'll figure it out for you. So how wild is this with Room 101? It's a torture chamber. Guys, 1984. Who's the all-time leading scorer in the NBA, guys? Who's the all-time leading scorer in the NBA? Yeah. Nope. It's LeBron James. He broke Kareem's record at age 38 on the 38th day of the year after scoring 38 points. And I said he was going to score 38 points. Do you know how remarkable that is, the chances of that? LeBron James was born in 1984. Yeah, like the book. The same year Michael Jordan was drafted. Yeah, 1984. I discuss it in my Trump book. Who's going to buy that Trump book? I hope everybody on my website gets it. All right, I know times may be hard. Times are hard, baby. But for $11, I'm thinking about making it 11/11 because it's Remembrance Day. And it's a number heavily connected with myself and with my father. So the first time my electricity went out, because it keeps going out, first time it went out was about a week ago at 1955, 7:55, 1955. That's the year my dad was born, and Bill Gates. And England won the World Cup when my dad was 11 years old. My dad lives at number 11. I was born on his 31st birthday, the 11th prime, and my football number is 11, and my first email address ends with 11. And how interesting that the Community Shield finished 1-1. What, like the Twin Towers looked like an 11? That came down on the 11th day of September, which is actually the 7th month and not the 9th. Because sept means 7, if you know basic French. Okay? So I can't get over this, that game. Again, I understand why people come to my site. They want to win some money and stuff like that. There's different ways of doing it. Like for me today, I would have taken probably City, and I would have cashed out on them late in the game. And as soon as that 9/11 goal came in, take Arsenal on penalties at even money. Just seeing where it's all going, seeing how it all plays out, being aware of the numbers. It's why the numbers have to be revealed beforehand to allow you to see them play out in play. All these 47s, and Man City won the Premier League, and the season ended on Phil Foden's birthday, who wears number 47. Phil Foden, who replaced David Silva, who just retired because of a knee injury. Silva? What, the atomic number of Silva's 47, isn't it? They don't flip any scripts revelation whatsoever. Arsenal had this 9/11 code. It played out. The 9/11 code played out. There were no scripts flipped by who? There's always phenomenal riddles for both teams in finals. Arsenal had a crazy 9/11 riddle. That's why the coach is Arteta. Told you he was born the 911th prime date before 9/11. So there was 9/11s for them. It's not a major shock. And this trophy doesn't really mean anything as a fan, but as a coder who's seeing where the world's going, it's incredibly wild to witness this, to see this playing out. It's breathtaking. That's all I can say. This code is breathtaking. How it connects to scripture is breathtaking. Yeah, they're not flipping codes. Like, how on earth can you explain the equalizing goal that took deflections? Revelation chapter 18, no. They didn't script KDB to hit the bar, from what I read. Okay? They're not. You have to get the idea out of your head that scripts are being flipped, this, that, and the other. So let me read out this code then for why the US went out. This World Cup ends on 8/20. 4-2-1's the 82nd prime. USA can go to 4-2-1 against Sweden at World Cups with a draw. Queen was born 4/21/26. Sweden can stay on 26 wins at World Cups. Queen's birthday is in 37 weeks. She became the Queen the 37th day of the year. 37 is the 12th prime. Sweden can stay on 12 losses at World Cups. USA can stay on 5 wins in 11th head-to-head, and 11 is the 5th prime. 11 times 5 is 55. Satan equals 55. 149 is the 35th prime. Satan equals 35. USA coach born on 14-9. Of course he was. Satan equals 10. Sweden coach can get his 10th all-time draw. It's 8-6. Francis is 86 years old, and his birthday is in 133 days. He became the Pope on 13-3 on the 72nd day of the year. Society of Jesus equals 72. And Sweden coach goes into his 72nd match. Francis became the Pope, 49 date numerology pure. Sweden coach can stay on 49 wins. Revelation equals 49. Antichrist 49. Prince Philip died on 4-9. King Charles's birthday was 8 months and 23 days ago. Kobe Bryant born on 8/23. Kobe Bryant equals 157. He died a span of 157 days after his 41st birthday. Sweden coach can get his 157th point with a draw. USA can stay on 41 wins at World Cups. Kobe died at age 41. USA equals 41. 9/11, 41 date numerology. Kobe died 184 weeks ago. 18 times 4 equals 56. USA coach can get his 56 all-time draw. 9/11 was on 41 date numerology pure. It happened 18 years and 6 months before COVID was declared a pandemic. And the World Cup final will be 186 weeks after Kobe died. Eh? Really? Are you hearing this? Anyone who thinks the bookies are dictating the games need to understand that the algorithm are demons. You think there's people out there literally dictating these games, sat on a chair? You have to be insane to believe that. What are they doing? Are the bookies having a word with the players? Are they in the ear? Hey, KDB, missed that penalty. And what about Ramsdale, eh? I talked about him recently in a video, Ramsdale, because his wife supposedly just lost a child. And listen to this. Premier League player Aaron Ramsdale shares love and support for his gay brother. Aaron Ramsdale, a goalkeeper for Arsenal and England's national soccer team, is talking for the first time about his gay brother. And most importantly, his love and support for him. All right? So I'm pretty sure he was one of the heroes for Arsenal, yeah? Did he save any penalties? I'm sure he must have saved one, because they don't often miss the target. He must have saved at least one. I didn't see that. But Ramsdale is in the news. Never heard of him. Sheffield United, wasn't in the news. He's at Arsenal, gets a call up for England. His child dies, and his brother's gay. Pretty perfect, eh? How it all seems to work out. How it all seems to work out. And people get all sensitive when I talk about this stuff. But why when I back it up over and over and over again? Ronaldo scores a hat-trick, puts a ball up his stomach, and then right afterwards, his son dies. You don't think that's mocking Christ, the father and the son? Wasn't the daughter, was it? It had to be his son. This goes on all the time. And it gets dismissed because people get too emotional about it, just like they got too emotional about that. And I think they can safely say that they made some grave errors on their judgment when it came to that, didn't they? But at the time, people like me who called it out, oh, you're so insensitive, you're evil, you don't love your fellow man, all of this stuff, all these accusations thrown at me. I was right, wasn't I? It's been proven at this point that the majority of the world got played by the devil, completely played, and many still are. There's still people walking around with this. 3 years later, I'm still seeing it. And you're going to see it again when they start telling you that there's new cases. There's a new variant. Back come the masks. Are you going to wear it, is the question. You can't dictate or stop them doing what they're going to do in the media. The algorithm know our fears. They know what we like. They know our fears. That's what the algorithm is. The algorithm's AI. The algorithm is demonic. Realize that. Accept that. Limit your time online. I know I have to work online. I'm doing a YouTube video now, but I ain't scrolling through Instagram for hours. I don't own a TV. I don't have Netflix. Okay? I don't have those things. When I look into stuff, it's because people send me it. Hey, can you look into this? All right, if I have time, I'll do it for you. I don't actively go looking for it. Do I? So I'm shocked that I still get shocked. So when I see this stuff play out, it shouldn't still shock me, but the level of it is so wild. By the way, the book 1984 was released the 8th of June, which can be written 8/6, like today's date. It's absolutely profound, guys. It's remarkable. And I'm going to have to go in a couple of minutes. I'll get the book done about Trump. Everyone who's on my website, I appreciate you. Let's keep learning. Let's keep growing. We're going to need this knowledge. We really are going to need this knowledge going forward to help build our spirit and our armor. Satan gets you 35. Messi wins the World Cup at age 35. Trossard equalizes exactly 35 weeks after his birthday. Baphomet equals 35. They all do the Baphomet pose. Phillies are now leading 5-4, which is a number connected to Kobe, who was born in Philadelphia, the guy who died 5 months and 4 days after his birthday. LeBron James overtakes Kobe in the scoring charts in Philadelphia, where Kobe was born, and then the day after Kobe dies, hey, coincidence. Helicopter accident. Helicopter accident. And the US went out 5-4 on penalties, didn't they? In their 54th World Cup match. 54 days after the Knights won the Stanley Cup 4-1. USA stayed on 41 wins on the World Cup. They win almost every game, guys. It's the 54th match. They've won 41 of them. That means they failed to win 13. What's 41 plus 13? 54. 54. Insanity. Insanity. Right, I'm going. I don't really think there's anything else that I need to say about this. People are really wanting this Trump book, which is good. So they should. So yeah, Arsenal win by a shootout. Arsenal connects to war. Gunners connects to war. The first signing was German this season. Havertz connects to war. The World Cup final was decided by a shootout that finished 4-2. War equals 42. So does World War. Argentina and England were involved in the Falklands War. That began on 4-2. That ended on Trump's birthday. Of course it did. Of course it did. All right. Cheers, guys. Just before I go, ping that like. Try and get me to 41. I'm on 36 now. 666, the 36 try. Let's get me at 41. Let's share my work. Support me if you can. If I'm going to keep doing this, I'm going to need support along the way. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to need that. I'll have to go back to the Matrix. Adam's married to coding. No, I'm not. My life's more than the code. It was my life for about a year. I was married to the code for a year. I'm not now. I have a balance, thankfully. Thankfully, I have a balance. But I'm not married to code. All right, guys. God bless you. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And if you're not on my Twitter, check it out. If you're not on my website, check it out. I've also got an Instagram page. All those links are in the description. So are the links for my books. And the Trump one will be there soon. I'd say maximum 2 days. Maximum 2 days. Oh, Donnie. I'm going to expose you like nobody has ever done. See what happens. Guys, 4 times I've been working on the book, my electricity went out. Always when I'm doing my book. And it's not like I'm spending all day doing it either. I'll do it 20, 30 minutes at a time. Electricity goes off. Convenient, when I'm researching on the internet about Trump. I don't know about Doncaster, what league they're in, what odds they are. Keep an eye on Donny. Just hit me now. Doncaster. Don't know what league they're in. Keep an eye on Donny. Donald. Woo. All right. Adios, guys. Take care. Much love. And I'll speak to you all soon.